This attractive 9-kilometre long tarred road connects the seaside village of Brenton-on-Sea with the N2 at the main bridge over the Knysna Lagoon. The road is in a good condition and offers a variety of enchanting garden route views, which include the eastern perspective of the lagoon from high above Belvedere Estate and a summit view westwards over Buffalo Bay with its 7-kilometre long beach sweeping back away from Brenton-on-Sea towards Walker Point. The pass is suitable for all vehicles and presents few dangers, providing speed limits and barrier lines are adhered to. There's plenty of activity near the start, as this is the home base of Lightly's Houseboats, a company that's been renting out houseboats for floating holidays for many years. Once through the tunnel that underpasses the N2, a range of signs encourage one to stop at various taverns, inns and guest houses. Just past the Crabs Creek Tavern, the road starts climbing towards the south via a gentle right-hand bend through lush indigenous forests. If you have the time, turn off at the 1.2-kilometre mark to the left and head down into Belvedere, where you can visit the old Holy Trinity Church, which dates back to 1851. Once past the second Belvedere turnoff, the road continues bending to the right and finally straightens out into the southwest as the gradient increases to 1 in 14. Halfway up this straight section, there's a level crossing which can be ignored these days, as the last trains that plied the route between George and Knysna ended after the devastating floods of 2000. Authorities deemed the cost of reinstating the railway line to be uneconomic, and with that decision came the end of the beloved steam train, fondly known as the Outeniqua Choo-Choo. This train enthralled hundreds of thousands of tourists and steam enthusiasts over many years. 1 kilometre after the level crossing, the road gets steeper at a gradient of 1 in 7 as it enters an S-bend to the left. At the second right-hand bend, a large parking area appears on the left with space for at least 30 vehicles. This view site offers very good sweeping views to the southeast over the lagoon, mountains and the town of Knysna. After the view site, the general direction of the road continues into the south-southeast as the climb continues upwards towards a wide left-hand bend, whereafter the gradient eases off as the summit point of 235 meters above sea level is reached. A second, smaller view site has been constructed at the summit on the western side of the road, which offers fabulous views to the west and south, which include the village of Brenton-on-Sea immediately below on the shoreline. To the west, a beautiful golden beach extends in a wide arc, ending at the seaside village of Buffalo Bay with its rocky reef known as Walker Point, which extends out into the Indian Ocean. Further to the south, the mountain disappears down through thick forests towards the Knysna Heads and Featherbed Bay Nature Reserve, which is out of view. From the summit, the road's heading is easterly, and here the road is called the CR Swart Drive, named after South Africa's first state president from 1961 to 1967. At the 6.5-kilometre mark, a sign shows a road descending steeply to the left, which heads straight down the mountainside and terminates at the Brenton village. Our road continues descending the main mountain in a southeasterly direction, forming the peninsula of the Featherbed Nature Reserve, and finally has a change of direction at the 7.8-kilometre mark, where the road bends through a sharp right-hander as the village of Brenton-on-Sea is entered. There are lots of speed bumps along the final 3 kilometers of this pass, so reduce your speed to 40 kilometers per hour. The road persistently descends towards the beach while curving gently into the west. The road terminates at the public parking area next to the main hotel, where a footpath leads down to one of South Africa's finest beaches. Brenton sports 3 nature reserves, of which an important one is the Brenton Blue Butterfly Reserve, named after the unique species of butterfly discovered here.